The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good Monday morning, guys. Jim, Kirk, Becky, Jeff, Deepak, guys, good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday. It is March 21st. Arjan, good morning. Nick, John. Guys, hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. Patrick, good morning. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Glad to have you here for the week. We had a phenomenal bot trade last week. We had just a phenomenal order flow trade last week. Hopefully we'll keep it going. Friday, ES completely broke out. We've gotten, hey, good morning, Ian. And I'll go over bot and the room in a little bit for you guys. We got to that 44.65 target, which was the outermost target on the ES. Coming in this morning, markets are flat. NASDAQ's down 14. ES is up a point. YM's down 67. EMD's up a 1.5. Russell's off a 1.5. Gold's off $3. Morning, Albert. Flat opening to the week here, fellas. Probably to be expected after the last 4 days. I'll quickly read the disclaimer. We'll look at charts. Let's see if I can find it. Good morning, Hubba. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. All right, we have had no trades as of yet in the NASDAQ, which began trading at 6 a.m. this morning. Currently in a long. This would need to roll over to take a short. And we have had one small trade in gold. Gold took a long at 7:09 this morning for a first target win only. Did not go to second or third target. These targets, all of the targets on the bot are identified by the bot, meaning they're not generic targets. I don't have a generic ATM at 9 ticks or 28 ticks or a stop at 28 ticks. The bot is able to identify current market volatility, and using average true range, will plot stops and targets based on current average true range. So these three, we've taken one trade this morning for a small winner. Next to come on will be crude. This will start trading at 8:55 a.m. And then last but not least will be the Russell, which will begin trading at 9:30 a.m. The Russell is the only one that does not use a time-based chart. The Russell trades on a Unirenko. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. First day or two is usually a little bit confusing, but I think that by end of Tuesday, Wednesday, I think that it'll make a lot of sense. All right, let's take a look at some charts. Here is the ES. We just had this small breakout on the 15-minute, but here is your ES. Support between 25 and 35. These were targets on the way up. They now identify support. Okay. First area of resistance, where would that be? 44.65. That's where we basically stopped on Friday. I think it got to 67. But 65 is resistance. If we trade above 65, ES can trade up to 44.90. Okay. Above 44.90, we trade 45.30. And then I think ultimately the ES will trade 45.60. Okay. 45.60. So these are the areas that I'm looking for. What I'd like to see is a pullback again. You can see we basically held support. We've held support since 145 this morning. Tested it a couple of times. If I bring this back here. We've held support twice, 3 times, and bounced out of that zone 3 times. Okay. There's your 15-minute. Here's the NASDAQ on a daily. I told you guys when we were moving up, we would target the 50-day moving average. We are now stuck at the 50-day moving average. We need to get away from the 50. NASDAQ support is now going to come in initially right around 14,000, which is Friday's low. We're now trading into resistance on the daily. If we can break up through this, we probably move into 14,800, which is the bottom of the cloud. And above that, we run into 15,000, give or take, at the 200-day moving average. Okay? Any failure could take us right back down in here. We've had 4 consecutive, basically a dead cat bounce in what is a down market. So I do not believe that the trend has changed to an up market. I think it's just a bounce in an oversold market. If you look at the daily, the RSI is overbought now. So we're probably due for a pullback. Hourly chart above the cloud, 10-minute chart above the cloud. I would expect the 10-minute chart to pull back probably to 375, maybe 360. We could even come to the bottom of the 10-minute cloud around 340. I mean, I'm surely not looking for a sell-off, but that's where we're at. Hourly, we're going to find support at the 26 period on the daily cloud at 371. That's the NASDAQ. YM I care less about, but for the sake of conversation. YM traded up into the 200-day moving average and failed. If the YM can move decisively through the 200-day, we can trade up to the 100-day at about 34,950-ish. Above that, we'd be above the daily cloud, and we can possibly move higher on the YM. Hourlies, you can see the support here in the hourlies. We're holding, give or take, 475. Yes, all right. We're above the 200-day. Morning, Ozzy. We're above the 200-day. We're holding the 200-day at this point. We are overbought on the daily as well, on the RSI. Looks like we have a little bit of divergence here, right? Overbought, higher overbought, but a lower high here from the previous overbought. So we'll see if we can somehow get 4,500 to possibly 4,533. But I would expect us to hold this 200-day give or take. And that'll line up with my support zone down in here, 25 to 35. Hourlies. This was the breakout we had overnight. Again, out of this hourly trend line. Looks like about 6 o'clock this morning. We haven't gone far, but we are above that hourly trend line. And of course, the small time frame above the cloud as well looks long. Russell's above the 50, the 21, the 50, and now getting pinched at the top of the daily cloud. If Russell breaks out, Russell can break back to the 100-day up around 2150. Small time frames, hourlies as well, long. Crude, going again. Getting a small pullback on the 10-minute into the top of the cloud. Should work down into 106.20. Hourlies look like they're trying to turn over a little bit, but if you look at the daily, we traded up into this confluence of resistance, almost back to the 21 overnight. Yeah, crude's been a bear lately. $2 moves in crude, it's crazy. Almost back into the 21-day, so we're basically holding call it 102. We just traded up into the 52 period on the daily cloud and faded. Just above that, we're going to have the 26 period on the daily cloud, about 108, 85-ish. But we have some resistance in here. If we can get above 109 again, 109 and change, we're going to break right back out, would be my guess. But 110.33 possible target. Gold continues to be an enigma. It breaks out, it fails. It breaks out, it goes. It breaks out, it fails. Gold is now trading below the 21-day moving average. And of course, below the 52 period moving average on the daily cloud. As we talked about last week, gold for me has to get above 1950. I mean, for the sake of conversation, we really need to get above 56. If gold can break above 56, we'll trade up into 84, 83 fairly quickly. Hourly, right now in gold, hourly is holding the bottom of the cloud. My sense is it will break down. 10-minute as well, holding the bottom of the cloud. Natural gas, so far, for the most part, unaffected by oil's move. Support maybe around 46.60, 21-day moving average. We've got a ton of support down here at 44, ton. You got the 100 and the 200-day, but the 100 is crossing down over the 200. But we have a ton of support down in here. Bottom of the cloud, short on the small time frame crude is. Natural gas. Here is bonds. Relatively flat this morning, but shorts. Still below the daily cloud. Still below the hourly cloud. And below the 10-minute cloud. We may get a pull back into 25, 151.25. Apple, this is a weekly time frame on Apple. This is a weekly. We bounced last week exactly off the 50-day moving average, and as long as Apple, Tesla, and some of these others remain strong, This market just keeps going. But we bounced off the 50. We're now stuck at the 21-day. Right here. We're stuck at the 21-day moving average. Here's Amazon. This is a daily chart on Amazon. Amazon closed above the cloud on Friday. Big move out of the cloud. It now runs into the 100 period moving average and above that to 200. If I were a betting person, and I guess I am, right? We probably trade up to 3,300 again. I did not look at shop, no. Here's Tesla, which is, and we have a bot trade. I'll bring it over in a second. We have a Tesla. Good morning, Marco. Tesla stuck at the 50-day. See if we can gap up through that and try to move into the 100 at 988. I think we go back to $1,000 on Tesla, 1,000 to 1,050. Let's see. Hey, Mac. Will you send it to me? Oh, okay. Yep. Thank you, Mac. Guys, that's what we have. You know, remember, we trade what we see, not what we think. Here is NASDAQ short on the bot. See what we get here. Let's take a look at order flow quickly. Yeah, NASDAQ looks like it's wanting to move down. 71,000 contracts have traded overnight. Small net negative delta, 620 give or take contracts on the negative delta. ES has traded 138,000 contracts, right about average delta, guys. I'm sorry, volume on both of these. 954 contracts have traded. Gold has a light volume. Light volume. Normally around 54,000 is what we'll see when we come in. Currently 36,000 and change. 200 and, small. 200 plus positive delta. Nothing here. Looks like we're coming lower in gold. A lot of higher lows through here, but we're set up to fail. Doesn't preclude a bounce, obviously, but it's set up to fail. And here is crude. 60,000 contracts have traded right around, again, average volume across the board. We do have 1,500 net buyers. Crude, to me, we failed a couple of times just below 107.50, but if we can get above that, we probably trade 107.80. Any questions, guys? Anything at all? Fellas, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go get coffee. We're holding some hourly support here vis-a-vis the cloud. We're holding the 26 period on the cloud. We are just below the 52 period on the 10-minute. So we've got some hourly support here, which I think will break. This is a support that I see here. And there we are into what I just drew. I do not think we come down much further. I maybe wrong. Again, I could be dead wrong, especially in pre-market. We held the point of control with 3 sellers on the bottom. If you guys are in this trade, we came what looks like 5 ticks to first target. Second target. My apologies. If ESBot issues a sell signal and we are right above VWAP, do you still take and manage differently? If the ESBot gives a short, I let it take the short. So here's where we bounced, fellas. Right off that support. So that's pretty easy to see. That support came in here. Not that we can't break lower. Fed's Bostic. Employers are trying to set wages to catch up to prices. Bear with me 1 second. Give this. You'll get a recording Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the room. It is unedited, so it will be a full 2 hour, 2.5 hour, whatever it is, recording. You can go back through it if you'd like. So the bots, 3 of the bots begin trading at 6 a.m. That's again gold, ES, and NQ. And then crude will start trading at 8:55 a.m. And then last but not least, the Russell starts trading at 9:30. So I don't start trading the Russell because it's such, it's thin volume. Crude, I do have members that begin trading it at 6 a.m. I start trading it at 8:55. So there's a time setting in the bot. And mine, I turn them on in the morning when I start my Ninja. And then again at 6 a.m. they just begin trading, or 8:55, we're already in the room. But 6 a.m. the bots begin trading, and with complete candor, I don't watch them. I turn the bots on and I'm doing other stuff. I'm either in the gym. Sometimes I'm in front of my screens, but generally I am not. I just let them trade. They work a whole lot better when you don't sit and watch them. Yes, they are Eastern. Yes, Eastern time. Where are you located, Ian? And Mountain. They're preset so that if you use the time filter, they're preset to Eastern. Oh, you're in Alberta. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got other members in here in Alberta. Mimi, you're in Alberta, aren't you? She didn't answer. 15 seconds. 5 seconds to the open. See what we get. 1. We're off. Coming down. Yeah, buyers. 51 block buyer here, but looks like I think we're going to push up. It looks like near 58. And then we could fail. I have nothing yet. But it looks like we're going to push up to 58. VWAP's been pulled up. There's 55. Got some block sellers here, 50. Here comes that 57, 58, 59. Gold's pushing back up. Gold is probably along to 26. NASDAQ's going to give you a long, small long above this here, 88. All right, ES, if you took the long, you may want to reduce some risk in here, 57 to 59. There's 58, 59. We hit 59 to the tick. So you may want to reduce some risk. Next target up is going to be the high of the day if you took the long in the ES. NASDAQ's long, 88. Target one on the NASDAQ is going to be 06. 06, target one from 88. Always as you see fit, but it should get you 06. Small sellers in here now. All right, we have a long on the bot on the NASDAQ. Target filled. Trade number 2. Should get 06. Come on, you dog. Push it up. Maybe on the next 10-minute bar. ES into that first area of resistance, 65. This is going to be, we're coming into Friday's highs. You might get into Friday's highs, 67, 68. NASDAQ being a little squirrely in here. There it goes. Come on. Go get 06. It's got to push up through the whole number. You'll get that 06 quickly. We're at the whole number. We got 03. There it is. 06. Got 06 quarter. Target 1 hit and filled. ES targets hit and filled. Here comes second target on the NASDAQ. It should get second target. This is on the bot for you trials. $14 is now, 14.5 is now resistance on NASDAQ. ES breaking above Friday's high. If you're long, now you can target 44.90. 44.90. Block buyer here. No real size. There's no size. 200, 300, 400 contract buyers, but you do have some 50s. So you got 88 to 15. You guys should be good. We're pushing red here. Gold's looking to try it again. I don't have it yet. Crude's trying to turn up. Well, I said it down here, George, 55 area. I said if you want to take it, 55, you could trade it to 67, 8, 9. So you got 14 handles and going. So now you have a target here, 90. Above that, 45, 30. NASDAQ needs to get back above 12. Anybody take either ES or NASDAQ? Crude is going to go long on the bot. Okay, Chris. Okay, Scott. All right, fellas. Good. I've done that myself, George. All right, gold. Let me take a look at this rat dog. Gold is got hourly mess and small time frame trying. I'm not interested in gold. All right, NASDAQ got second target and is done with the trade. Out and out. Okay. The bot is currently up 1280, $1,280. With crude wanting to go long here. All right. So where should we get a pullback to? Crude is into pretty stiff resistance here. I'll show you. Bot just took the long, but we're into resistance here on crude on the daily. It's going to be imperative that crude gets above about 108.70. Here's the bot long. Well, it's above 70. There's another bot trade. Come on, push it up. You guys should still be long. Stop on your runner on the NASDAQ, 88. Target now, 442. ES target is 90. ES target is, there goes NASDAQ. And ES. Here comes next level up is 442. Call it 440. Above Friday's high, right? So we held my support here. Above Friday's high. On the crude got target 1 on the bot. Target 1 is hit and filled on the bot. The Senate will be taking up a Russia trade bill this week. You got target at 40. to 42. A break of 42, call it 43, 44 on the NQ is going to take you to let me take a look at NASDAQ, fellas. Longs, just hold them, fellas. We could trade 600, 590, 590 NASDAQ, 590 out on crude on the runner. 590 ES 4490 target 4490. Complete absence of any blocks, real blocks. Here's an 80 buyer. Here's a 52. There's a 65. There's no real 51. I mean, there's no substantial numbers in there. Be that as it may, you guys should all be making money. All be making money. $65, $66 should now be support on the ES. What was resistance now should be support. I would think guys, I do not have I turn my gold bot off and I will leave it off. I'm not taking any gold trades until this thing gets out of this muck. We got another small long at 57 on NASDAQ. 57. Let's see if we can get a pullback into 35. I am running V5. Oh, I took version 6 off and put 5 back on. All right, guys. If we're going to hold, all right, let's take a look at the ES, see what we've got going on here, guys. No block sellers either. So a nice trade, 50, almost 20 handles on the ES if you took it. NASDAQ support is going to come in at about 410 to 15. Yeah, me too, Todd. Probably coming back to this. This is the support. 15. ES is probably going to short. Let's see if we hold the 68. See if buyers come in again here. So far, no. Got all morning, guys. If you missed trades, didn't take trades, went to the bathroom, went to get coffee, whatever, just be patient. We're still longs. Nothing's changed. NASDAQ's coming back 387 now. 387. Big bid's at 400, but I think we come 387. NASDAQ's sitting on its 50-day moving average. What is the white line on the NQ chart? What white line? What white line? This line here on top? White line on top? 3 standard deviations. All right, we got 87. There's lower than that, 78. Break below VWAP. Because last week on version 6, Joe, I hit F5 to refresh my charts, and it froze every chart. There's an issue with version 6. I believe that the numbers are accurate, but I wouldn't do any damn thing with your charts. All right, guys. Close over VWAP, I'll take it long again. We do have 1150 plus contract negative delta. We've exceeded, we've come right back to what we held this morning, this area. So let's see what happens down there. If I get a break above VWAP again, candle close, I'll take it long. Not yet. Come on, get up. There it is. All right. Come on, push it. I'm not going to be in this trade long here, fellas, if we don't get back up there. Come on. like it sitting here. No buyers. Come on. Get you a couple $100. It's just not bouncing. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. $60 loss. Not much of a bounce. Not enough for me. This should trade back to 412 is where it should go. If it closes again, I'll whack it again. I'll try it again. Nope. Gold would have gotten targets. I'll track it. So gold finally broke out of that minuscule range. NASDAQ's coming 358, I think, fellas. 358 now. Yep, there it is. Piss poor bounce. All right, guys. ES. Still no block sellers. NASDAQ now looks like she's headed to 280 on the NQ. 280. ES, you can probably short a break of 50. $50 block there. Maybe we come back 45. Remember, support is 25 to 35. I'm watching for the short on the ES, guys. Gold and crude running amok. Bonds selling hard. They're getting a small reprieve, but they sold hard. ES, I'm going to short. We're going to have to work down through 47.75. If you guys want to take some risk off in this area, you can. There you go. Low of the day on the NASDAQ. I'm trying to get down near the 68, fellas. I don't care about the YM. I don't even look at it. You got $600 in it. Trade it as you see fit. Trade for your accounts. Got a block buy here. Could be a short cover. It could be a net buy. I have no way of knowing. New day low again in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is putting in new lows. ES has been slaughtered. Why, damn it. NASDAQ bot was off. It's another winning trade on the NASDAQ. Come on. Dip below here and we're good. Dip below 46. Again, trade them as you see fit, fellas. I think we're coming back to this 35. ES is holding 15-minute support. You may want to take some risk off. Okay? Again, I'm telling you what I see. How you trade it is your prerogative. NASDAQ now up to 2,000 net sellers. ES has to break below 44.44. And we'll, 42 maybe to really make a move down. My stop's at 58, fellas. 58 and a quarter. Again, I took nothing off. If you guys wanted $600, it was there. Watch for a little dip. 1250 short. There it goes. 1250 short. Target number one is going to be 98.99 if you took that 12 half short on the NASDAQ. 98.99. Always as you see fit, but I'm giving you a target, 98.99. ES moving lower. If we can higher lows, we have another bot trade. Russell. First RTY trade of the day. We're getting a bounce here in the. I would have thought we would have broken. Again, as always, trade them for your accounts, fellas. You got $600 in it again, 487, whatever the case may be. Whether you're trading 110, trade them for your accounts. Freaking Russell. Come on, you rat bag. 2 ticks from target. Pulling VWAP down a little bit lower. You guys may want to reduce risk. Your prerogative. Come on, Russell. They're all, NASDAQ's getting a bid, ES getting a bid. Russell's going to go to a loss on the bot. They're all bouncing. They're not going far. Gold, crude, running amok. Out, Russell. Fuck. It's only going to short again. Here comes your ES again. ES is probably going to bounce to 59. 59. Come on, get down to 44. I'm going to move this first target up, guys, to 44. Longest 7-handle trade in history. You can have 2. I took 2 of them off, guys. There are no block buyers. There's nothing. We'll stop to break even. It either breaks or it doesn't. NASDAQ's turning. There we go. There we go. I'd have had my target. Now she should dump. Now she should puke. Potential uranium ban coming out of Russia. I locked in 2 handles. Russell looks like it's going to short again. Watch this for another break. $2,300 net sellers in the NASDAQ. 2,300. Yeah, RTY should keep coming down. It should come at least to 66. And a break of that's going to take it down 10 handles, 56. Here comes the ES. ES should come back into that support zone, guys. And then we'll see what we get between 25 and 35. See overnight low. 31. Overnight low is 31. Here we go. Few buyers here, 50 block. RTY bot is on, but did not take that short. Anybody short ES or NASDAQ? NQ below 280. Yeah. We're coming into support, though. I'm not looking to buy it yet. Okay, Randy. The Russian ambassador summoned the U.S. ambassador, and the U.S. ambassador has been told that ties between the U.S. and Russia are on the verge of being severed. Buy gold, buy silver. Thank you, Greg. Real stop, fellas, should probably be 51 right at entry. I'm down at 48. NASDAQ's getting a small bounce. You know, you have to wonder how the U.S. intelligence community missed Putin liquidating U.S. dollars. How'd they miss that? They're too woke. Yeah, this administration is. Another day low. I want to see if buyers come in on the ES at or near 35. Between 25 and 35 is our support. NASDAQ looks like it's going to sell now down to 14,200. NASDAQ just keeps putting in new lows. Hit it again. Jeez, crude. Crude is headed to 110.33. You got a buck in crude. You have $1 in crude. Russell is hanging in there. Could bounce back to 77, 78, or if it collapses. YM is in shorts as well as the NASDAQ and the ES currently. Russell is actually hanging in there the best. Any of my trials have any questions? ES will short on the next 15-minute candle, but you're selling the bottom, which I don't particularly like. But here's your big bid. You got 852 contracts to buy at 24. So what's our buy zone? 25 to 35. That's the bottom of the buy zone. I suspect they'll push it there. NASDAQ keeps coming. 204, next level down. 204. $26, almost 100. Probably 180 on the NASDAQ, Ryan. 180. We're surely coming to 222 and probably 204 on the NASDAQ. Below that, 180. And that area should hold. Yeah, rates are running amok. Gold and crude are massively bid now. This ES is just too damn slow today. right, you can have it. I'm out of it. It's boring me to tears today. If NASDAQ manages to get back to 285, we can look for a short up at 285. Maybe about there. Stop is going to stop is 04. May not even get there. I shut my ES spot off, Jeff. Nice job, Patrick. I'm at 775. 755. Who, me? Are you asking me, live or sim? Live. Or are you telling me what you're doing? Oh, what you're doing. Okay. Guys, this is a kind of a lousy market. I can't get long, although we're set up to bounce back longs, right? I don't have any buy. I mean, I have some. There's just nothing here yet. Listen, everyone should be making money. We haven't had a losing trade. There should be no one that's not making money unless you've taken no trades. So I don't care if you've made $300. No hurry to take a trade here, guys. No hurry. Doesn't look like we're going to get up to that 85 to sell it. You can kill that. New day low. All right. Let's watch this ES to see if buyers come in. I don't think so. So, Josh, there is no determining this. It's trader discretion, right? Everything you do with the robot is entirely up to you. Trade it 24 hours a day, run it 5 days a week, turn it off after it's made $500, turn it off after it's made $5,000. It's all trader discretion. There are no rules, right? Now, we have generally defined rules as far as when to turn them on and when to turn them off, right? Because that's based on historical and empirical evidence. But if you've made $1,000, and again, this is a part that I cannot teach. I cannot teach you guys when you should turn your bots off, how much money is enough. I can't teach that. So from my perspective, I'm looking at the ES and I'm saying, okay, I'm only up $700, $755, right? Do I want to take a short at the low of the day? I don't take order flow trades at the low of the day. So do I want the bot taking a short down here? Now, in fairness, if this was like Friday and I was up 3,500, I may take that trade because I have ticks to give. I can always kill the trade if if it goes against me. But I wouldn't take an order flow short down here. I'm not a breakout trader. So I have shut my bots off. The only bot that, in my opinion, right now may be worth a trade is the Russell. That is the only bot. The Russell has yet to really sell. But again, trader discretion. Am I happy with a $755 day? Not really. Not really. I mean, we did 10 grand last week. But you take what the market gives you. I don't know how the heck you could be. I mean, I'll go over trades at 11 o'clock. In fact, you're not trading the NQ. Yeah, but look. So I don't have this in my totals because I shut gold off when it flopped around in here just looking at a chart. I don't have this trade in my totals. There's 300 and 460. There's $760 more I do not have. I also do not have second target on crude because it came back to break even and then went. So there's 760, 790. There's $1,200 more I don't have. That's it. Now, in fairness, that's not entirely true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. No, it's not. Because for some reason, my bot did not fill that trade, which is fine by me, but there's another $300 loss in there. So there's about $900 that I don't have. Now, if I were at 15, 16, 1700 green, I'd shut the bots off anyways, generally. This is a very slow trade today on the ES. Really slow. We have block sales here. Here's a 145 sale. Here's a 90 sale. But I have no buyers. I can't get long. It appears to me I've got to at least tag the bottom. So what Josh is asking is, do you want the bot to take this short here, knowing, you probably can trade down into 28. I don't think we're coming below 25. I could be dead wrong. This thing could sell off to 4,100 for all I know. But based on my style of trade, I don't short bottoms. I don't take longs at the top either. Yeah, so we're in agreement on that. That's why I shut it down. I mean, I'm okay with a $700 day. It ain't great. It's nothing to write home about. But if you if you amortize that, right? 755 times 5, it's a $3,775 week times 52. It's only $196,000 a year. So in perspective, that's not a bad day, but it's less than we generally do. Let's see if I can find a darn trade here, fellas, because order flow is up $540. That's true. I mean, I can find no reason to be long. I can find no reason to want to be. Oh, see, look, and I just got done saying it, and I didn't turn it back on. And here's a winning trade on the Russell. Now I like that trade. I am looking for a place to get long, guys. I just don't have it. There's no buyers yet. Now we've dipped our 95, starting to line up with the low of the day. Just give me 1 minute. I'm waiting for buyers. If anybody has questions, fellas, please feel free to ask. $238 on the NASDAQ held. Yeah, I'm still not convinced we're going up. Germany reached a deal to obtain gas from Qatar as Europe's biggest economy looks to replace part of its gas needs currently supplied by Russia. All right, let me see NASDAQ here, guys. Yeah, I mean, 58, back up to 74, 238. All right, guys, I'm going to take NASDAQ long. I'm going to try a small NASDAQ long. ES, I would take long at 42, maybe 42.50. And if this doesn't pop up, I'll just kill it with a small loss. I'm trying to get 10 handles out of target one. I have an ATM on. I'm going to move this to 74. Come on, NASDAQ. Now we're below this damn trend line. Got to pop back up above 50. Come on. I want it to hold 43. That'll be about my kill. If we don't bounce out of this. Fudge. Come on, you. I'm out. I'm out and done. Out and done. I'll look at it again above 50. Yeah, now you bounce, you dog. I think we're going up, fellas. But it might be the next candle, 10-minute bar. I really want the ES. There we go. We're going up. We're going up, I think, here, guys. I've got to get back above 56. Caleb, I think, what do you base that on? I'm just curious. Opinion? Tell me what you're basing it on. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to try this again. Same spot. Need to get above 60. There it is. Still don't have what's my first target, which is 74. But trade them as you see fit, guys. 74 is kind of what I'd like for target one. Same trade. Come on. Pop this 67. Again, always trade as you guys see fit. Same dang trade, fellas. And if we get above 74, we can make a move. There's 70, 73, 72, 75. 5 tick miss. 72.50. Come on, dingbat. If you want to take some risk off, take it off. We got some pretty big gaps to the downside too, Caleb. I'm Caleb. All right, we got 74. Should have been the first trade. Now I'm going to try to trade to 350. 350. Still no block buys in the ES, fellas. You could trade ES back to target VWAP if you want. ES to VWAP. ES back to VWAP. You have a trade to 45, 46 anyways. So now we need to get up through this 83, 84, and I'm going to try to trade it to 340. Okay? ES also should go long. Still have no real buyers. I suspect if we cross through in VWAP, ES will find buyers. We need this long here at 97 to continue. Guys, we're an hour and 10 minutes into this trade. And it's been a long time since I've seen where, we don't have substantial block buyers in the ES. I mean, there's just none. Yeah, I would ignore that. I did ignore that. I didn't let the bot take the trade. All right, buying them back, guys, down to 1600, just below 1600. I think we trade back 347. 347 on the NASDAQ. We don't have much in the way of oomph, but we did have consecutive, they bought back about 1,100 contracts. If you guys want your risk off, take it off. Your prerogative. We're coming back to probably 63. Need buyers, guys, here. And didn't got to 47.75. So we came back on the ES and tested 35, the top of the zone. If that holds, it's a higher low on the daily, and we could keep going. I don't know that it does or does not, but I'm inclined to want to be longs. NASDAQ, I'm going to probably take off if this doesn't get, well, let me just see here. Yeah. No likey right now. Nice job, Kirk. Double your daily goal. Nice job. I'm out. I'm out. We're working off overbought on the dailies, guys. Is there anybody at this point, 10:45 a.m., that has not made money? Is there anybody? 50. Okay. On the pullback, you mean, Greg? Or on the ES? Yeah. Yeah, but you're only. I mean, you're not really a daily breakout trader. You're a time frame breakout, which is different. Yeah, daily breakouts. That's not my shtick, guys. I cannot find a place. We've got lower highs here. I would think if you want to take a long above 97.5, you could. If you're aggressive, you can take it in here up to that level, right? We're above the 68. It looks like we're, starting to get some buyers. At some point, they're going to want to choke the shorts. Long NASDAQ, long NASDAQ, long NASDAQ. I'm guessing ES is going as well. Not yet, but NASDAQ's long. It's got to get above 97.75. 97 half, so maybe a 98 entry. You got a seller at the whole number, but I think he's insignificant. 347 is where we should go. 347. I'll take it on that break at 97, right there. There we go. So I'll whack at this, maybe first target 11. Take off 2 at 11. Trade him as you see fit. But this should continue. Got an offer jumped out. He's gone. Got a 131 buyer here. Now you've got a bid stepped in. Thank you, Albert. It'll be a better call if I get my damn target. Come on. Don't be like that. Be a guy. Come on. Come on. Some sellers. 26 block here. We got to 975, so 5 ticks shy of target. I still think we should get that and higher up to 47. But trade them as you see fit. Always for your accounts. You got $300. It's, nothing. It's a trade. Come on, one more candle. Push it. There it is. Push it. Come on. Get through that seller. We're through. Come on. We're down to 1,300 net sellers, fellas. We're stuck at the seller. If you guys want $200-300, take it. It's your prerogative. It's not. Come on, you dingbat. Good Lord, 5 more ticks. Come on. Come on. All right, there we go, guys. 98 to 11. 13 handles. We'll take it. And now we go ski. Your ES should be going too. Thanks, Dan. ES should find buyers above VWAP. Jesus, still no block buyers. Just blowing my mind. Thank you, Jeff. You guys good? As soon as I see, or if we see, I get a block buy. Do I have a target? Yeah, I gave a target on CL. 110.33. Russia, an expert in the Russian military, says Russia is now short of precision guided missiles. They're running out of weapons. How funny would that be if the Ukraine withstands all this? See you tomorrow, Otis. Have a great day, my friend. No, it won't be, Dean. But nobody expected him to. Guys, I'm looking for another push up to about 28, 29, 30. Thank you, Ian. See you tomorrow. I'll be sending you a video follow-up today. There we go. All right, we had some block buyers here. 52. A lot of 50s, but just none of these. I think we move back into 65 on the ES, fellas, if you're long. So you can try ES. We've got our close above VWAP. You can try ES. There goes NASDAQ. We got that next level of targets. So here's where we're going to have a couple issues on ES. NASDAQ 343 and then 364. If you took this ES trade, you've got a target at 58, which is where I'll take some off. 58, assuming I can get it. Or always as you see fit. Okay. Two at 58. One at 63. And then the rest go ski. Or one to go. Come on. Hit this thing. One more tick. Come on, don't be a chump. Hit target, no fill. That's for me to get out. Okay, 2 off and leave them. I'm trying to get 63 and then 1 to go. Is a beautiful day. Into resistance here. Not much. Everybody good, fellas? You got almost 50 handle runner on the NASDAQ. Got a 50 handle runner now. Everybody good? All right, guys. Thank you, Ozzy. We cobbled together a pretty damn nice day, guys. There's 11 o'clock, guys. So if you're trading similar, you've got almost $1,200 runner in the NASDAQ. You've got 600 left in ES. $63 buyer. I mean, what the holy heck? Where are these buyers? I mean, where are the real buyers? There you go on the NASDAQ, fellas. There's 360. NASDAQ now 407. Target. 407 and then 431. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. Let's do bot trades. Yeah, I'm trying to milk this. It's got to get through that swing. If it does, we're going up. I can tell you that. Look at order flow. We're pulling the 95 down. And here are your, if anybody is long ES, I'm going to give you your targets for the day. Okay, here are your targets. Back to 65, 44.65. Above that 65, which has been broken, we should make it to 44.90, 45.30, and 45.60. Now, I don't have any hope that we're going to see a 100 handle move today. And I think that's going to be the end of this market, my opinion. And then I think we're floozied out. All right, so close this. That's done. And I'm going to hold this ES just for a tad longer. See what it does. Again, we have a complete absence of any size buyers. All right, fellas, let's do block trade. Let's do order flow. Let's do bot trades. Here is the NASDAQ. 3 trades on the NASDAQ today, fellas. There is a long at 7:09 this morning. Target one only. Small winner. There is a long again at 8:48 with a subsequent signal at 8:57, which failed. Losing trade. And then there is a nice long winner here at 9:42. All targets hit. It's trade number, or that's gold. Here is the crude trade. Crude had a short this morning at 9:21, which was a losing trade. It rolled back up into a long and hit targets 1, 2, and of course 3. Here is the ES, which went to a loss. First losing trade in a week. Told you I didn't like that trade. Here is the Russell. Trade number 1 was a short, losing trade. Trade number 2, another short, losing trade. Trade number 3 was a winning trade. And trade number 4 was a losing trade. And last but not least, here is NASDAQ. Trade number 1, first and second targets. Trade number 2, all targets on the long side. Then back into a short, all targets on the short side. And then it would have just taken this and 21 handles on the long side for another winner. As you can clearly see, bots are up 755 on the day, but my bots have been off for about 40 minutes. Anybody have any questions? Should have been a great day. I'm going to take this out. Should have been a great day order flow wise. Should have been a great day bot wise. If anybody has any questions, you as well, Jeff, feel free to email me. Is there anybody in this room that did not make money, fellas? Is there anybody that did not make money? Any questions from my trials? Dean, I do not on any of those. I will see all of you tomorrow at 8 a.m. I will see my 1 o'clock guys in a couple hours.